Hello, welcome and welcome back everyone. I hope you're all doing good. So what we're going to do in today's video is kind of do a little bit of a gift buying guide because at the time of recording it is currently April, aka my birthday month, and I figured for those that are looking for particular gifts for your own book friends, family, etc., then why not gift them something that they will greatly appreciate in some form of book accessory, item, etc. And what I'll do is while I'm showing all of these various items, I'll give you recommendations as to places you can go to visit, to support, but of course, I'll leave all the information down in the description box below. And of course, if you have any other recommendations, do feel free to share them because of course, I am a big advocate for supporting businesses, especially local, handcrafted stuff. So do leave your recommendations in the comments below. But let's get started. So of course, for any book person, if you're a dog ear person, leave. But for everyone that enjoys reading, bookmarks are always going to be up there on a priority list. You can never have too many. They might tell you to not get them any, buy them bookmarks. They will want them and they will appreciate them. And there's like so many different places you can get them. So these ones in particular were actually from a local craft fair from a local designer. And as you can see, they're very, very cute. Nice handcrafted, but you can definitely find so many different alternatives when it comes to bookmarks. You can get magnetic bookmarks, paper bookmarks, as well as wooden bookmarks. The choices are endless, so bookmarks are definitely up there on a prio list. And while we're on the subject of paper stuff, you can never get too many stickers. Quite often or not, you can get quite a lot of varied stickers in like just packs of 50 and stuff. You could also get them in different genres, so some of these ones are for dark romance, others are just general bookish stickers. And you can use stickers for multiple different things, decorating your laptops, your phones, as well as your Kindles. And speaking of Kindles, of course, if you really treasure your friend or family member, a Kindle is a great option. However, in order to protect your Kindle, you can get them a really nice Kindle hardcover. So I always recommend a Kindle cover regardless. This one is actually from Misol. Very good quality items that they make. And this one in particular has a transparent back. So going back to stickers, you can decorate the Kindle. And what's also great about this Kindle cover is that it also comes with a little handle. So I know that a lot of people like pop sockets, again, it's an option, but for me personally, I'm a strap person. So I find this quite handy, quite snug, very good for when you're reading your Kindle. While we're on Kindle discussion, one of the items I personally received, I believe it was for my birthday last year. So I got these items. So you can find these, I believe, quite easily on Amazon, but the idea of these is a page turner. So the way this works is you switch it on, you open your Kindle, and you just plop it on, and then with your clicker, you can become hands-free and click to turn the pages. Another option as well, these clamp, like Kindle holders, kind of like a phone holder that you can clamp onto like an edge of a table, and you can put your Kindle on it, so you're completely hands-free. But a page turner, very affordable, would definitely recommend. And then speaking of kind of protecting your Kindles and then books, I will always recommend any sort of book cover, book sleeve. This one in particular is from Midnight Blue Crafts. I really like because it is Highland cows. It's so cute. There's so many different places for book sleeves. I really like Midnight Blue Crafts. But you can also get ones from a place where I've got quite a few. So if you're looking for other book sleeves, I would also recommend Magic and Books. I really like their items. They're very, very good. I quite like their sleeves as well. I like their patterns and it's just a nice little button cover. Very good. And then while we're on the subject of Magic and Books, a coaster. And they're very, very good quality. They're not just like flimsy things. They're proper ceramic, right? And proper cork on the back so it really holds your drink. But they're really good and they're honestly really affordable. So again, all of the items that you can get, they're not going to break your bank. They're very affordable and very good quality. And then another item, it's something that I've kind of been eyeing up for myself. And every so often I'm like, I really want one, are bookish mugs. So any sort of drinkware, I know that I did get one from Magic and Books. There's also a business called Bookies, They have a wide range of various items. I will put up a couple here that I actually really like myself. There's different genres. I quite like their smut shelf. I like that one. Would also go really nice with a book coaster. So these are kind of more bookish decor, which are kind of more fun for just display. I would always recommend a little book counter for those that really like displaying how many books you've read. A little book counter for your shelf is such a nice little addition. A little bit custom with Bexy on it, which I quite like. And I don't know where this one came from exactly, but I know you can get so many different variants on Etsy. So I'll just link the Etsy search for these. And then usually you can get ones that you can hang. I know you can also get ones that are like a little cube. You just kind of turn the cube. Also really cool. That's a really nice addition for your bookshelf. Speaking of book decor, I am just going to recommend a flat out place called Geeky Workshop. And what they specialize in wooden book decor. So not only do they do special designed like bookmarks, I think they do some paper ones as well, but they kind of specialize in between book inserts. So little dragons, like I believe they do genre names, etc. And I currently have a box, and I haven't opened it yet at the time of recording, of course, because it is a birthday gift. The box I have is a spring edition one. Very excited, so watch this space, because I know that their quality is phenomenal, and I will leave their link down below. And of course, book candles. We all love candles, we all love smelling them. One of the places I would recommend is Luna Bookish Flames. They do different genres, different tropes. They also do different fandoms. I know one of the ones they do is a lot of ACOTAR, Sarah J Maas themed candles. So yeah, definitely recommend a nice little candle. And then another item is if you're wanting to track with writing what books you read, I would recommend going to Quirky and Cups Collective. Their journals are phenomenal. They look stunning. I like this one, the purple luminescent. Oh, it's pretty. I love it. If I didn't have one myself, I would get this one. It's pretty. The next gift is if you're kind of looking for possibly clothing. Now again, these are places that I know of myself. I have seen a lot of their items online. They look really good. If I ever received something, I would be very satisfied. So the first one is a UK-based girl called New Chapters, and I'll show some of their items here. The one in particular I like is I think it's the Book Nerd one. Very, very cute with a little heart. Very pretty. It's all properly embroidered. Very good quality. And I would also recommend Wordy and Wild. They do a lot of different items, but their clothing range is very, very cool. And going off of clothing and things you can wear, why not give them a book bag? So you can get quite a lot of really cool bookish themed bags now. Quite a lot of them are Loungefly. My baby! So this was actually for my birthday. My mum gifted it to me. Thanks, Mum. My little good girl bag. So this one is actually a Loungefly one. However, if you are actually in the US, go to Books A Million. I know that they have a variety of book exclusive bags, which I'm slightly jealous of if you're in the US. But they have so many different options, and I'll post some of them right here. But they're very cool. But I know that you can find a variety of book themed bags online as well, especially from Etsy. And of course, some of you might be thinking, what about artwork? That might not be in the same position. We're going with it. But yeah, I would always recommend book art. So these ones in particular, this is obviously Kel, that's Lila Bard, my favorite character, if you know, you know. And these ones were originally on Etsy. I don't believe she does Etsy anymore, but it was by Lovena Art. I'll leave her information down below. And she does phenomenal artwork, not just within the bookish world now, but her artwork is phenomenal. Maybe you can reach out, see if she's able to do commissions and whatnot. But if not, I'll also leave a link to various pieces of art down below. The next item, I know that I don't have one. I would love to get one. However, if you want to see how these items work, go and watch Gavin doing his tramp or stamp hit or miss, emboss or toss. I'm allowed to be funny, dang it. A book embosser is such a nice addition to kind of customize and personalize your own books. So for those that don't know what it is, it's basically a little clamp where you can get it customized. I think you can get like your name, library, etc. And you basically take a page, usually the front one, and then you can emboss it. I know you can get a sticker version as well, or a ink version. Personally, I like the one that embosses it. Makes it a little bit ridgy. There's a lewd joke there. Don't make it. The last item I would recommend, I say item, as a book person, you can never have too many books. However, if you're kind of unsure what kind of books to get them a book box subscription. Because you can give them subscriptions, then you can get them for 1, 3, 6 months. I think you can also do 12, not too sure. But the ones I would recommend would be places like Illumicrate, Fairy Loot, Owl Crate as well. That's a very US-based one. And the idea behind book boxes is that each month they have a different theme. You can get a box with items inside alongside the book, or a book-only one. The books are always completely custom-made, special editions, sprayed edges, custom end papers. We love to see it. But yeah, that is all the gifts. And I know that there's quite a lot of places that you'll find online that will be like, we are gonna recommend you 100+ gifts, and if you don't gift them all, we're gonna come and get you. I'm only gonna recommend the ones that really matter. So obviously, there's so many other different book items, apparel, etc. that you can find. But the ones I've recommended are all ones that I would definitely gift people if I'm gifting my book friends to. But yeah, let me know which of these items are ones that you would personally love to get gifted to yourself, or ones that you would more than likely pick up to give to your friends and family. But yeah, what we'll do, if you just want to let me know that you were here, we're going to do a little bit of a combo wombo. So we're going to put a gift and a book. So gifting book, a little bit of a combo wombo. I think it'll work. And obviously, as I mentioned at the beginning, if you have any other bookish places that you would always recommend where you go to yourself, do leave them in the comments, because I'm always on the lookout for other places to try out. Maybe in the future I'll do a updated gift guide with some of the recommendations that you guys have gave me. So yeah, have a great day. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. I'm such a good girl. Matron, how do you feel queer? Oh.